And here we are for vlog 3, and where I wanted to start this off is when the fuck are you just going to stop justifying why you are where you are and start showing up for yourself? Stop relying on external sources. You know, Malcolm X, he realised that the black people were limited due to their dependency on government, on everything else, right? And that was what he stated about his own people, all right? And so really, you need to stop justifying. You need to be self-reliant. You need to be a responsible individual. And let me tell you something. If you're fat, you're not responsible. You've been lying to yourself. And don't try and justify why you're fat. You're fat because you've got an overactive pie arm, as we would say in Scotland, right? An overactive pie arm, which means consuming too many calories. You probably eat too much junk food, highly toxic processed food as well. And you know, so stop justifying that. It tastes good. Who gives a fuck? Of course it does. It's full of chemicals. It's meant to be like that. Listen, the fizzy pop, your cola, it's got something in there that to stop you regurgitating because it's got that much sugar in it, and yet there you are feeding it to your kids. Giving your kids cancer and diabetes and fuck knows what else. Right? We're not meant to consume that, so quit justifying the position you're in and start doing something about it. And while we're at it, fuck your ego. Fuck your ego, right? And stop edging God out. You need God in your life. God comes first. God is first. Again, like yesterday, what did we say yesterday? God is the initiator and the creator, and so therefore if we have to mimic success and replicate success, then let's replicate God and initiate a creation within our life. So what is it that you're wanting to create within your life? Fuck. Quit accepting these low standards within your life. Stop justifying these low standards and raise your standards. It's not meant to be comfortable. Listen, but it's a direction of two discomforts, two uncomfortable roads. It's the discomfort of a complacency and your regret and misery that your self-fulfilling prophecy that you've created, or the discomfort of growing and realising that, listen, I've not really been doing enough, that I need to grow and evolve and become more. Give me a second, I need a drink of coffee. So fuck your limitations. Eliminate your limitations. You've placed them there. That's a lid, right? It's a lid. You've placed the lid. God gifted you with unlimited potential, and it's not your lack of resources, it's your lack of resourcefulness and your willingness to actually get it. Listen, what is it that you want? It's not what I feel like doing. It's your attitude should be, I'm going to do whatever it demands me to do. I'm going to show up as the person that I need to be to get the results that I want. Okay? And that requires you to be more. You all want to have more but don't want to be more. And most of y'all don't want to do more. Right? It's be, do, have. So let's reverse engineer this, right? What is it that you want to have within your life? So who do you need? Who does that demand you to be? What standards does that demand you to have in your life? Who does that demand you to be? It's about the be, right? Who do you need to be? It's because of who you are, who you're being just now is the reason why you are where you are, and you don't like what you are, and yet there you are, you keep showing up and validating why you, and justifying why you are where you are is because of this one, that one, that one. No, it's because take yourself to the closest mirror in your house. That person is staring back at you. That's who's to blame. And I don't care who you're pointing at. This is to blame. That's to blame now. Listen, and I want you to hear this, and I'm going to say this once and once only. No, fuck it. I'm going to say it more than once. I want you to take responsibility for the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. Even if it wasn't your fucking fault, I want you to take responsibility for it, and you must take responsibility for it, for you to take control of it. Take control and take responsibility, full responsibility for every area in your life. And a great place to start is your fitness. Your health, take responsibility for what goes in your pie hole. It shouldn't be a pie hole. It should be a single ingredient food and liquid hole, alright? Nothing. I don't want to feed myself poison. I don't want to be around people that feed themselves or tolerate feeding themselves or their children poison. And like I said, again, that's a whole nother conversation and a whole other topic right there. And I hope this is triggering the shit out of you. I didn't start this vlog to be one of those wishy-washy coaches that are just going to make you sing Kumbaya around the fire. The campfire. Fuck the campfire. And fuck your feelings. And I don't want you to feel good about you being complacent within your life. You need to step up. You need to be more. I need to be more. And this is all I do. This is exactly what I do. I'm an embodiment of what I teach. I can't teach you anything or take you to somewhere where I've not been or willing to go or have been and seen and know about. Chris, I'm struggling with sales. Are you an embodiment of that which you're professing to teach, whatever you want to call it? Because if you're not, that's why you're staying intellectual, because you're not an embodiment of it. To take somebody through from hope to belief to knowing. So to get to certainty and conviction, you have to be an embodiment of it. You have to know. God was all-knowing, right? He didn't know it all. He was all-knowing. And so you need to be all-knowing, and you can only get to the all-knowing if you are that. Right? And that's it. And so that is where, so you're going to struggle with sales if you're not, if you don't know. And you might say that you know. Most people say, listen, oh, I know. You might know intellectually, but do you actually know it? Is it part of who you are? Do you know it? Is it in your nervous system? Can you walk into a room and be that? Because if you can't, you don't know it. If you don't have the results within your life, you don't actually know it. You might intellectually know it, but you're not it, right? You're not in the being of it. You're not an embodiment of it. Be, do, have. To have something, we need to be someone. And that requires you doing stuff as well, by the way, right? Just so you're aware of that, right? You need to do stuff. But you need to be that individual. And then, because you all want to have it, there's such an entitled fucking few generations that we've got that they're just like, please sir, can I have some more? You're entitled to shit. God gave you the biggest gift, life. He woke you up today. That's it. That's your blessing. If you want to ask, you hear so many people. I seen a quote yesterday and it said about people asking for God for blessings in your life. Do you realise that asking God for a blessing in your life is an insult? Asking God for more blessings in your life is an insult. Realise, God woke you up today. And if you believe in the yin and the yang, the up and the down, the black and the white, in and out, right? You realise as well that the fact that God woke you up today, He took somebody out to allow you to wake up. Right? He killed somebody. He took somebody back to that plane to allow you to wake up today. So what are you doing with the gift? A firm belief of mine, every moment after we open our eyes is a blessing and a gift. And so what blessing and a gift can I be upon the world today? Life owes you nothing. You owe life everything. And so what value are you going to give to the world? What is your value that you're giving to the world? What oxygen, like the trees, what oxygen are you giving to the world? What is your gift to the world? What are you ingesting, digesting, becoming more of to then pour into other people? All right? And so all this really just to really say, fuck your ego. Stop justifying and validating where you're at. Stop giving me reasons why you are where you are. And that's only going to solidify your beliefs. You need to recycle your beliefs. When was the last time that you looked at your belief system and binned all your out-of-date beliefs? Question your beliefs. Look at your beliefs. Who gave me that belief? Was that even yours? Did you give yourself that limitation? Probably not. Right? So start fucking showing up for yourself. Show up for your people. And that's it, right? And let me tell you something else. If you've got kids, and I touched on this before, if you've got kids, then if you're a man or woman, whatever, so if you've got a daughter, her vision of a man, if you're a guy that's listening to this and you've got a daughter, then you're a reflection of what she's got to expect, right? And so you need to set a standard for her of what to expect in her life. Are you an embodiment of what you would like to see her coming back through the door with when she's of age to start dating? Would you like to see her rock up with a fella and get married to a fella just like you? If the answer's no, then what the fuck are you doing? Step up and man up and be that man that you need to be for yourself, for your family. It involves communication. It involves being there, being present wherever you are. Be there. Nothing else should exist within that moment. I read a great book. It's called the Daily. Anyway, remove everything from your schedule and start with date night. Everybody just get busy for being busy, but the most important thing and why everything else falls apart outside is because of what's internal, right? Not just internal from us, but after you fill your cup up, then what comes first? It's your partner, right? And so what's your date night? You need to solidify your date night and inject the date night. That's first. That's non-negotiable. Nothing gets in the way of that. And then everything stems from there. And so that's exactly what I want you to do, right? So you're going to remove everything from it. Chris, I was told to hustle hard. Yeah, but sure, and you need to work hard, and you do need to work hard. And you need to work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Work harder on yourself because your business can't outperform you, right? Your business can't outperform your self-image, how you see yourself, how you think and act, okay? How you speak. You can't take your business beyond where you are, so you need to pour yourself. That's why you need a mentor. It's why you need a coach. It's far beyond where you are, because then they're going to stretch you. They're going to cause discomfort in the right way to have you evolve, as long as you're not locked in your ego. Because listen, let me tell you something. Most people say they're coachable, but not everybody's coachable. Chris, I'm 100% coachable. You're coachable up until it no longer feels good or it's no longer convenient for you. And that's 98% of the population, right? You're turning up for entertainment. And I'm not interested in your entertainment. I'm interested in what you apply so that you can be better. Be a better father. Be a better person for yourself. A better father, a better husband, a better businessman, a better woman. Whoever's listening to this, this is just so you should... My rants here are just to trigger you. It's just to have you realise something within yourself, to give you a pull and a calling. And that was the reason why I started this. I was tuning in to this chap. He's a doctor, Spartan, okay? Tune into him. Dr. Trevor Bachmeyer. He's going to completely hit on me for completely messing up his second name, but imperfect action and move forward, right? And so I've been tuning into his vlogs now, and he's on his 69th vlog today, and I was tuning in and I was like, fuck man, I can't show up and consume without wanting to return. I can't just consume and not feel an urge. He shows up daily, and let me tell you something about free. He's showing up for free, but it's not free for him. Like, listen, microphones aren't free, computers aren't free, internet's not free, nothing's free, the devices aren't free here for me to record this. Like, nothing's free, not even this mug to hold my coffee, and the coffee's not free, right? And so anything that you're getting for free, realise that it's not free. I felt an internal nudge, a yearning. I was like, reach out, because you need to get involved in his mastermind. You need to find a way to return the value that he's giving out, right? That was an internal, just a pull for me. And so I get involved in his mastermind, all right? And so he's well beyond where I am at. And so he's going to be able to elevate me in my stance. I want to be around that kind of a no bullshit person, no frills person that is, listen, that's it. And so, fuck you if you just show up and take and take and take and take and not feel that internal nudge, the pulling to return. Because free isn't free. And I'm so grateful that he started doing that, and I would tune into his podcasts, got tremendous value for that, okay? And so he started showing up every single day, and that's what inspired me to show up every single day for I realised that I wasn't doing that, and so that's why I'm showing up here, and I'm going to show up every single day with my vlog to pour in and pour out of me into you guys. That is it. It was an internal yearning and pulling. Boom. The pull was one of two things: give back. Give back to the source that's given. You can't just continually take. Because free's not free. It's not free for me to come here, and so get involved in my community. Get involved, reach out to me. And so that is it. That is it right there. You want to be around communities of individuals. You want to be around mentors and people who are elevated and elevating and continually know that they don't know it all. God doesn't know it all. We're continually evolving. They put God first. They put their family first. And that is it. They put their health first. Them first. And they pour their heart and soul into what it is that they do, right? Because they show up. They take it personally. Not reactionally personally, but they take it personally. They don't have limitations. They don't have limits. They're not justifying where they are, where they are. They're not giving reasons to where they are, where they are. They've let go of their ego. They've let go and they've let God. They've let God into their life. Maybe you need to let God into your life. Alright? And to show up. Elevate your standards. Realise that free's not free. And whatever you're doing, what you're putting out, you're getting a return. And so if you've got fruits on your tree that you don't like, yet you're justifying them and you're giving reason to why they're there, why it was somebody else's fault, realise it was just only your fault, it was the reflection in the mirror's fault. Take responsibility, step up, take the steps, take the necessary steps to be more, to then do more so that you have more, right? It starts with a goal. What is the vision for your life? If that's just freedom, then make every choice from freedom. I just love coffee. And I love this mug. I love the mug. I took Svetlana up to my town where I grew up, and it was a little town called Straven, South Lanarkshire in Scotland, and we went to see the Highland cattle, and so I got a little momentum of the Highland cattle. I've got 2 bone china cups, or mugs rather, and that's why I ended up with these mugs. We took her up to say the irony of it, actually, just I know this is completely off talking, I've got Spartacus over there wanting to jump on the desk maybe again, maybe he's going to show up and say hi to everybody. I was like, you have to see the Highland cattle. I had these Highland cattle when I was growing up, and there was tons of them, and I used to love going and seeing them every day. And are you going to jump? Are you coming over? No, he sat down again. Anyway, the field was no longer full of these Highland cattle, and we found a couple in another area. I went to see my cousin Dominic and his girlfriend, and so we had a good catch up with him. I've not seen him for years actually. I love the guy to bits. Again, the irony of it, we went for a walk to Arundel Castle the other day, and I'm walking by this field, I noticed it was full of Highland cattle. So literally we've got Highland cattle about 2 miles away, a couple of kilometres away from where I live. The irony of going to Scotland to see Highland cattle and they're 2 miles away from where I live. But anyway, I've chatted enough. I think that's enough for today. Listen, expect and demand greatness in your life, right? I want you to demand of yourself the attributes and action steps of the individual that you admire. You need to demand that of yourself. I want you to demand higher standards of yourself. I want you to demand higher standards of those round about you. And that's not going to be comfortable, people. That's not going to be comfortable at all. But listen, who said it was meant to be comfortable? Let go, let God. Alright, peace out guys. Cheers.